Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
But still, it should be theirs in the end.
Yukai forced to reset as well. Hacker locked up, keeps himself alive. TP's across the entire river, and suddenly we've got a scrap on our hands. Hoya rooted up, pulled away as he's taken apart by Decade. Doesn't get to move, and the hostile takeover locks up Yukai. Can't finish the fight just yet. Ultra Prime on the Drake here, and with a Callista, they're going to win the Smite fight. The wall there from Yukai, just to make sure that his team can't go for any more. He's like, no! We've lost fights after winning them before. The wall just has the yellow tape there for his team.
I gotta say though, TT were sitting on the fence for way too long. Really just trying to do their due diligence. Oh, Empress Divide finally comes out.
Nice pick onto Yukai here. You fully expect the kill to come on through. And after
Ultra Prime gonna push the wave, and then it's their turn. Yep, ult's back up now.
Okay, yeah, Hacker, here we go, starting the fight off. Decade on the top side. Yukai trying to split the team, but he just blocks his own team and leaves Decade alone. 50-50. It goes the way of Ultra Prime as Decade all out onto 1xN, but he's not winning that fight anymore. And there's a kill onto the Lucian. Flick back onto Hoya. Hostile takeover as well, and that's a kill on the other AD carry. Both top laners taken down by AD carries. Now Yukai being chased down. Hacker low as well. Surely they can get a bonus here. A 1xN grabs himself too.
And things end up working out for TT, at least in terms of...
Either way, I imagine the Herald's going to come down now to try and pressure that mid tower. Yukai on the front line here, but he stepped way too far forward. Empress Divide does absolutely nothing. And Decade just smearing him across the floor at this point. Yukai's got out on the backside of the fight, but 1xN's down. Doggo's just dancing around the fight. And Ultra Prime have absolutely rinsed TT.
Ultra Prime running them down. Now end up biting them. But in matchups of bottom tier teams, that decisiveness is usually the difference maker.
Trey in a bit of a scrap here with the enemy jungler, but look at the CC chain onto Matron. There's nothing he can do. And now the root on Jojo as well. It's icing on the cake. Doggo's looking for more. Here comes Talea. 1xN flashes away to safety, and it's Shui to go down instead. Oh, bit of a disaster at the end of the play, but Ultra Prime still 2 for 1.
And I think that goes to show the point perfectly, right?
Starting to get chunked out here. Decade fairly low on HP. They'll win a Smite fight with Callista, who is stacking up the rents right now. Hoya in the brush could be devastating, but this Drake is just going to be taken. The Ren comes on through. Ultra Prime, they get Ocean Soul. What is the cost? Decade buying time for his team. He will sacrifice himself to make sure 3 get out. And honestly, even though you lose 2, I think... That'll be the question. Hacker's moving in. He's got Flash. He's got his Smite available. Hoya trying to zone. Hacker's just going to sort of walk in. Oh, Hoya's flicked back as well. This could be a kill on the enemy top laner. Leandris finishes it. Nearly got the Smite too. Hacker got into the pit. It's a 2v4 in the pit. And Yukai jumped out as well. Yukai is going to go for it because Doggo's here as well. They're not going to push for more. They don't see the opportunity. Yukai moving up towards his top side. Wait, can he deny recalls? Oh, the flick back is huge! Yukai finds the moment, flicks them back, and denies 3 Baron buffs.
And those are the glimpses that he's been showing. This time not followed up by any misstep, just pure profit into Ultra Prime's pockets. He'll be able to pick up even more off of this despair, and not going to mean much at all for TT.
Yeah, this is rough for TT. The Baron not really paying off for them, but a great punish from Ultra Prime, and that aggressive posturing all game long really pays.
I feel like you did that on purpose. I feel like you set him up for that on purpose.
Yeah, the walls haven't been good, but the DPSing has been good from Yukai this one, and the decision making generally has been good. Here we go, Hoya dashes away from that one though. Decade has to back away. I feel like Decade just is not tanky enough, even with an Ocean Soul. He feels like it's constantly just being poked out of these fights, forced away. Desperately trying to defend this tier 1 in the mid lane. It will go down though.
The fight and Ultra Prime are taking it.
You can't push mid when Elder Dragon is on the map. And yes, Yukai, that's what I'm talking about with the Talials. Hoya's in the back of the pit, but we have so many Ren stacks. They've just completely conceded Elder Dragon for no reason. They've just... I mean, that's got to be the nail in the coffin, right? Surely with Elder. Ultra Prime just look to run it down mid as much as they can. And Yuakai's damage is going to be off the charts at this point. 3 items with an Elder as well. Each little Q is going to matter. Flash forced as here we go into the front line. Hacker backing away again. Doggo's been found with the redemption. We'll keep him alive in the hostile takeover. Forces everyone away. 1xN diving forwards. That felt a little bit dicey, but forced away a TT. Ultra Prime survived it. Hoya trading a mid in here for a tier 2 on the bottom side, realizing that perhaps it's not fightable. I feel like it maybe was fightable, honestly. They nearly won the fight 4v5.
Yeah, especially with the fact that...
They certainly can't. Baron taken down. And honestly, Ultra Prime, pretty damn good. And at this late stage in the game, that can be devastating. But the waves are pushing in all 3 lanes here. Hoya forced to flash. Ultra Prime pushing those minions into the mid lane to set up for Doggo to get onto this top lane in Hiv Tower. And there is a massive wave down in the bottom side. Doggo chunked by 1xN. Oh, with a handshake onto 1xN, forces the flash. Hostile takeover keeps him still as Doggo rends him to pieces. The Fate's Call saves his support as Yuakai keeping the rest of the team away. In goes Doggo to get the damage down, and downfall TT. Yukal, last remaining member. There's nothing he can do to defend. Ultra Prime take themselves a confident game number 1.
Yeah, good to see from Ultra Prime. I feel like you got to see again a lot of the things that kind of makes them the team they are.
They'll survive.
Again, I want to highlight that Yuka actually held on to his TP. They had Hacker catch the wave in mid, and he was just running up. So,
oh no.
Wait.
They'd won. They'd survived. It's a disaster. Oh, can they rend? Can they keep him alive? Oh, the bailout. 1 HP away. As well, so as you dive forwards, you just get chunked out. It feels so difficult to play for Kalista.
Yeah, and I mean, the Varus just sets up the Heimer so well, the land of skill shots. But Hoya now might be in trouble, has flash.
Oh no, can't land the ultimate. The slow is there, but he's rooted and taken down. Decade will grab that kill. 100 HP for him as Baytron tries to answer. He's in a 1v3 and he's kind of winning it right now. Drops the tether. How are they going to contest this? Doggo's still not here. He's moving in as fast as he can. There's a blast going there as we're just going to commit for the Drake. It's down to an auto attack. Baytron got that with an auto. The dive, and immediately Doggo has to respect it. That's a tower taken. And just in time to get the last plate as well. Yukal could be in trouble. The root comes out from Yuakai. Can we finish the job off? Big damage onto Yukal. He flashes away to safety, but Yuakai follows it. Threads the needle past Baytron as well. Another root lands. This is going to be 2 kills. Finally, Ultra Prime get themselves onto the board.
Great punish coming out from Ultra Prime. Yuakai managing to get that first one now. Going to be able to see what Hoya can do.
Trying to set it up onto Doggo, cleanse onto the stun here. Hoya flashes forward and he'll finish the job. Nicely done here. Chocho grabble, micro rockets flying on through as well. This is going to be a tower in the mid lane for TT, and it might just be more as well. Hostile walked right in front of a wall. Maybe be able to get a big trade off, but respecting it, doesn't want to go for a fight right now. Wants bats him up and sends him back in. Hoya survives. Now, are they just going to go again? Are they just going to try this again? They're going to go underneath the tower trying to get Hoya. I don't know if this is a feasible dive at this point. As Decade's going to go down. The bailout trying to save it, but Baytron will survive.
I love that. I love that. That was great. Teacher like, well, he's going to do it again. As the OTP flank coming through from Hoya.
Oh, the Herald recall. It's not enough. Yuakai is doomed. Hoya behind enemy lines. Bit of vengeance for what Ultra Prime tried to do to him at the bottom side.
TT now, I mean, they're going to have such control over this game. It's one of the things you have to respect about Ultra Prime, though.
Sante with a Renata. And I love this answer from TT as well. Just go into their jungle, head them off, don't allow them to retreat again. As Decade is in all kinds of trouble. The Hex Deck micro rockets come on through, and Yukal flashes to finish the kill off.
Yeah, I mean, just doing exactly what you just said you like seeing, right? Walking into their enemy jungle, cutting them off, and finding the picks, doing it back to back in different
It's, you know, it harkens back to creative picks like, you know, Ramos AD carry that we saw earlier in the split, although slightly more successful. H1 jumping straight onto Hacker. He's committing into the 1v3 here as UCal tries to support from a distance. But he really did commit into that 1v3, didn't he? He ends up going down, but it's 2 for 1. You're still happy with that one as UCal pushes forward for Decade, all out. Pushes himself into the Baron pit. Can he get away with his life is the question. Dashers should be available shortly, but UCal will finish the job. And immediately, we begin the battle.
with these 3 champions, they're keeping them as the siege force, while Baytron just shadowing, making sure no flanks can come around to dissuade them from just delivering their divine justice.
Yeah. Here we go. Ultimate's blasted out. Jojo, the target, turns golden to buy himself a couple of seconds. Decade pulls him back in. A Q3 and an all-out onto Hoyer as well. But that's pretty much all the damage we've got to bring to bear. UCal takes a chunk from Uakai. Perhaps this can keep on going. The siege, I think, may be broken. Is now onto 1xN as well, forcing a flash there. Ultra Prime, can they win a fight? It's going to be Bailout coming on through, but it's not enough. Hacker gets onto the backside, finishes 1xN, but the rest of the team, they've given up on the play. And Hacker's suddenly alone. UCal turns golden. He's committing onto... Where is the rest of the team? Guys, your jungler went in!
That seemed like... Look for a bit of an engage. Because hell, right, even though TT have a ton of damage that they're able to play with, they do still have 3 very squishy carries that if Ultra Prime can get on, they might be able to delete.
UCal's built a Medjais as well. I just want to point that out. If he dies, it could be disastrous, but if he doesn't, it could be devastating for the side of Ultra Prime. It's going to be Fate's Call to save Doggo's support there, but in the meantime, the rest of the fight is just so one-sided. UCal turns golden as Page1 jumps over and finishes the job. It's brutal. A clean ace for TT. This game, Lyric, was a massacre.
Yeah, I mean, Ultra Prime not able to deal with the high-risk support, but nice job, nice planning coming out from TT to secure themselves a win.
And I feel like the exact criticisms we levied at TT of not really having a game plan, not really knowing what they want to do in game number 1, have been completely solved for game number 2. Now we got to see if this is something they can do consistently.
Team with 6 scrubs and getting that army of mites. Six scrubs, because again, struggling in the bot 2v2, struggling in the mid 1v1. This is what really detracted from them being able to do much. Hoya.
I don't know if he's trying to contest the crab, if he
H1's
wants to go
here
for a fight here. I think Hoya got the crab, I'm not really sure here. All out comes on through. Decade with the World Ender, but Hacker's just not going to help him out. Does not want the 2v2. And backs away entirely. Ultra Prime did get the crab in the end.
Yeah, TT are just going to keep going, kind of trying to look for Hacker right now. They're aware. Ooh. UCal might be able to find this if he can land a CC.
This is going to be tough here. Hoya looking for Decade as Hacker being pushed away. Ult for ult between the junglers. Flashing away from the crushing maw. Big damage out from UCal. But in the meantime, Decade's got a kill onto Hoya. A solo kill, in fact, as Hoya was trying to buy space
So
for his...
TT going to have no real way to respond. And kind of interesting game so far where just a lot of trading coming through. Not
honestly, we've got Jway here alone, half HP. His flash is available, but I don't know if he lives through this one. There's 3 minions there. Decade pulled back by the all-out as Hoya trying to find a bit of vengeance for the previous play. He's low on HP. He's going under the tower. Oh, Decade's in trouble. And Hoya grabs himself the solo kill on the top side. In the meantime, the spiraling despair continues for Ultra Prime as Jway goes down. In fact, 2 for 0 across the map, and now Hacker desperate to punish Hoya. Well, that's a Mega Blast Cone. Zips over to the other side of the universe. Maybe he can get an execute. He's just going to get 1 minion. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe just run at the base at this point, but maybe you're Cassante and you can just get away? No way does he actually get out with this one. The smite comes out to try and get the slow. The dash should be available any second now. The shield comes on through, but the root is there. And they'll finally bring down the raid boss that is Hoya.
I mean, right, play comes through, but they can't follow up on it.
You know, that just made me think. The bottom side. Man, Ultra Prime looked so good in game number 1. They looked so good. But honestly, to be fair, Yeah,
He was just pressuring non-stop and now even to keep that siege up. Once again, TT always bringing 5 members to achieve any goal.
Yeah, they're a team. That's what the T in TT stands for. Team. Hacker. Oh, he dies! That actually gets him. I think there was a Zeus ball on top. Right now, the Ultra Prime can look good. I guess that's not true. I feel like this TT team in theory can look good, but they just haven't this year. Hang on, Drake going in for a fight. And I think he's just going to go down here. Decade's behind enemy lines, trying to turn it into something a little bit more, but this is looking pretty one-sided right now. Ultra Prime are just getting torn apart. Hacker will go down. 1xN charging forwards with the bailout. Doesn't even need it. I mean, we're seeing a little bit more of that mojo that we've talked about previously with TT. Like at the very start of the split, I was excited about this team.
Another fight can come right off the back of that.
Fighting over the Drake here. Neither team on soul point just yet, as Hoya just going to push on forwards. Decade behind enemy lines here as Hackers pulled in. Yukao is free firing on the top side of the fight, but 1xN isn't. Decade trying to finish him. 1xN dances around him, and Yukao still surviving. Finally goes down. It's a kill into the hands of Hacker. Can he carry on this Graves? 4v2 now as Decade's cleaned up the backside of the fight. 1xN surviving for now as Yukao looks to close the gap once again. We're desperate to get these kills, and Ultra Prime have turned it around.
And that was such a messy fight. I don't even know how it came out. Like TT, they're supposed to be the comp that kind of thrives in the more hectic skirmishes, being able to say.
All right, 2 towers and a 4-kill fight as well. It was taken by TT.
Yeah,
wait, no.
I was gonna say TT got paired a while ago, but Decade.
I'm going crazy. Here we go. Yukao in trouble here. Decade trying to one-shot him. The bailout not even needed as Decade's just taken down. Ultra Prime couldn't follow up.
No, a lot thrown.
Ultra Prime are split up right now. This could be dangerous for them. Jue looks for the hook. Chocho the target, but Fate's Call will save him. Rocket comes out onto Yukao as well as Hacker moves forward and Decade on the top side. He's found Beichuan. The root pulls him back in. Beichuan down to half as Dway moves into the play as well. He's tanky, but not tanky enough. And the all-out from Hoya pulls the team together. Ultra Prime forced to retreat. Doggo now attacked by 1xN and finished by Hoya. 1xN so aggressive with the bailout. Can he get the rent to finish it? No! He's punished for the aggression as Hoya dives on forwards, but they can't quite finish the kill. TP'd up from Yukai. Are they going to die to this? Oh my god, they're taking so much damage. Yukai might have to tank the Baron at this point just to stay alive. Decade is definitely going to die if he sticks around here. Here we go, Baron taken. Can they get out with their lives? Hacker is down. Yukai slides out of the top side of the play. A Baron, for 1 death, you'll take it if you can get away with it. Yukai is in trouble. Chocho and Beichuan are hunting. They've been spotted. He gets out with his life. And
Gary's from Ultra Prime. Crazy.
And I think as well, like Chocho's ult in that last fight was gorgeous too. It like went across the entire backline as Hoya goes in to zone them and totally separated the fight. Oh, the hook in the hostile takeover as well. And the knockback comes through. Beautiful little combo from TT. We already said I'm not sure if they could siege anything. They definitely can't anymore. Jue desperately trying to get out with his life. Hacker has to just abandon his support at this point. Surely has to abandon his support at this point. I'm willing him to abandon his support at this point as Jue Spider-Manning his way out to safety. No flash available for him and realizes that the play is doomed. Taken down in the end.
But this is the annoying thing, right? The fact that
Cade has got a very deep flank right here. They've spotted him. They have found him. Interesting use of the ult from Doggo. I don't know about that one as Jue just sliding his way around the map. We're stacking Rens right now, which is really good for TT. They're trying to find Hoya. Big damage on that front line as Decade tries to threaten the backside of the play. Sat in the back of the Dragon Pit for now. Lightning bolt hits the head of Yukai, but he survives for now. Jue dives into the fray, gets a knock up onto 1xN. The hostile takeover is absolutely massive. Chocho looking for an MVP as Decade gets onto the backside, but he doesn't have the damage. He'll be taken down himself. off, and it's TT taking over.
Chocho has had such great ultimates in this game, and it's going to set up for TT to just be able to push through the spot lane and take the game.
Unbelievable finish in the end. Chocho, phenomenal game from him on the Renata. That ultimate, I think, single-handedly winning the game for TT as OneXN just dives forward once again, sends Doggo packing. Inhib will go down. Can they actually finish the game here? No Baron to speak of. If Hacker could just clear the wave, he's got his ultimate. The minions being TP'd on though, and Doggo's gonna go down. They're still gonna be able to end the game here. They've just got to protect the one minion, and another wave finally arriving. Hacker forced back onto the fountain by OneXN, and TT have done it. The game is over. Tango's gonna face check in. I think he's gonna be in a bit of trouble here. Zora's moving over as well. Flashes to get the slow down. Tanguan is going to die. And because you've got 3 targets that could be pretty much one-shot by an on combo. If you can pull it off. There's a knock-up onto Ming. He clears the wave, but the CC chain is so terrifying. And Zora's stuck underneath the tower here. All comes on through, but it's too little too late. And it'll be a kill into the pocket of Ming.
Okay, reverse dive coming through, but they don't have a wave just yet.
Here we go, breathe under tower, all out available. If you can pull someone out of the situation, Xiaoshu tanking it. They're not doing any damage. Graves can't hit behind the tower. Nio's just hitting the tower this entire time. And Breathe pulls Xiaoshu back under the tower. Oh, he gets out with his life, but that was close.
That was so close. Like you said, Breathe, making it so Nio is having a hard time. Teams use scrubs. I feel like the more we're seeing teams go back to like, hey, actually there are times where we can't play around top and look for things because we can't get this spot. It just seems like teams are taking a bit of time to ease in.
LWX could be in trouble. Oh, he flashes straight into the Ornn ultimate. The spiraling despair, the shot from Nio as well. The long-range barrage from RA.
And
yes, considering the amount of pressure he's been under. But RA moving in to contest the Herald here, knocking it down to 2K. It's going to be a smite fight, but Wave forced out of the pit. And RA just walk in and say, thank you very much. We'll take that. Herald, thanks for the leash, RNG. Why are we committing for a control ward? This is not worth it. Oh, Xiaoshu on the front line is going to be rooted up. Should be taken down here, but RA might be able to continue the fight. Full retreat, though, as they back off.
So that's a good sign for them.
Yeah, statistically, doing pretty well when the ultimate is available. It's the Drake down to 5K. Xiaoshu behind enemy lines here on the Udyr. The call of the Forge God comes on through. Knockups across. Just wait for the time being. Drake taken now. Can they find a fight as well? Ult from Tanguan doesn't land, but the collateral damage does. And Breathe now alone on the front line as the rest of RNG just trying to escape over Banana, but it's not going to happen for them. Vikla taking a bit of damage. Way flashed away from on the ultimate, and LWX just flattened under Zora's hooves. Whale go down as well. It's an absolute massacre. And RA, they're destroying RNG.
RA sitting at 1. Such a good performance. Having to pivot in the trap because of the bans, but still making things work out so well in this game.
RNG can get in and start a fight properly is if you get Way, Cataclysm onto multiple people, Tanguan and Shockwave to follow it up.
Exactly.
But Tanguan, the one being engaged, but he's just dead. He's gone. RA just playing so well. Yes, up in this game, 3-0 and 4. Why do we not see him on carries more often?
Okay, it's just so we're to be able to look out for now, pushing this top side, pushing bot, just really taking advantage of the
game. That's kind of insane. RA they're not just beating RNG, they are destroying them right now, and it's great to see them having such a good performance. Zora could be in trouble. No flash available for him. There's a shield. He's pretty damn tanky. He will finally fall.
I know, assumes Q would not have helped him survive, but still would have been funny if he could have survived long half items coming through now that he has the opportunity there as well. Graves is only getting stronger and stronger. Then you look at Vikla, going kind of the full defensive.
You're kind of banking on RA making a big mistake, right? Because even if you get the big crystal arrow, I'm not sure you can actually win a 5v5 at this point. Even if you've got a stun on an AD carry.
That guaranteed engage, and just try and have someone block for the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, but now going for the second time, they don't have that same
There's a third Drake picked up by RA. They controlled the top side early on, got themselves all 6 grubs, got themselves the Herald.
His you know, spear into the brush.
Do you know, I would love for Xiaoshu to just go bot using these grubs, but here we go. He's going to go for a flank on mid instead. LWX the target, Call of the Forge Gods, flashed away from. They can't quite find the engage. They've got some damage onto Breathe though. Is he tanky enough? Yes is the answer, and the shockwave onto everyone, but the shields come through from Assume, and somehow everyone survives. Now Breathe is the one to go down as LWX, just about getting away with his life. How on earth did RNG not win that fight? They had everything they could have dreamt of, and they still end up going down.
Like you said, the setup was there. Now for RA, they should be able to run forward and actually potentially look for the end. 40-second death timer on LWX.
They might just be able to do it. Breathe down as well. It's 3 men remaining. Tanguyen has to clear this wave. Remember, no Baron was ever taken by RA. Wei has been caught, but he just about gets away with his life. Tanguyen surviving for now. Needs to clear these waves, but there's so many mites. There's no way to get through all of these minions, and RA have done it. They finally find the angle. They get themselves a fight, and they should be able to take down this. Assume almost 2v1 on the bottom side of the...
Be around on this side of the map.
He's proxying with Wei right here, and he's out of minions under the tower. He could be in a really dodgy spot. This is
Nayo's close.
super respectful, but Xiaoshu has got Breathe so low, and Nayo, as you say, moving in. Breathe still flash available, but he flashes towards the Viego. Stun comes on through, and that's first blood. Beautifully played by the RA top side.
Wei kind of leaving Breathe out to dry there. Might go down himself. Seismic shove.
Flash is available for him, but Dash is, you know, we were talking about how Wei and Breathe have been the strongest part of the map for RNG.
Yeah, and I mean, just constantly shadowing around, and it seems like RNG just not used to this from happening.
Here we go, Breathe, Q3 onto Xiaoshu, but he wasn't even tanking yet. The flick back is there. And Breathe, oh no! He's walking away on 1 HP. Vikla's trying for it. He's under the tower. And luckily the tower damage reset, but the kick comes in from Wei to answer. And Breathe, miraculously surviving for so long, ruins the play for RA.
They thought they finished him off. Now trying to bait him this way. Did fall for it, has to flash on
it. At least answering kind of cost him a summoner, but yeah, we're happy with that. At least they get something back. Breathe having a hard time, but RNG are up in gold, and now Zora is alone underneath the tower. Let's see how this dive is going to go. Twisted advance as Ming is currently tanking the tower. He's going to have to flash. No, he's not. Fate's Call comes into play, and they kick him out of tower range. Zora down, and everyone survives. TP from Vikla. This could be a redive. Vikla has to hold off the wave here just to be able to survive. Otherwise,
might have been enough to finish him off. I do gotta say, though, the TP was quite late. I don't know if Vikla didn't have it up just yet, or if he thought Zoro was going to be 5 at any time, but for now it's RNG the one's maintaining control over the pit. Kind of like what you're saying before the game, right? Maybe just try and get them to walk in, use that ult from Ming, or not, be more proactive.
Zora could be in trouble. He's tanky, but I don't think he's tanky enough to deal with this Kalista end, and that'll be Zora down. Way! There's no need for that.
No.
Steals the kick, had flash, but not willing to go for it for the time being. Drake spawning. And Zora is back in the play. He's joined the team once again. He is alive. There's Breathe and Xiaoshu sparring on the top side. Kick comes on through. There's the railgun as well. Tanguyen down. It's the face call there to save Ming as well. Wei being chased down next, and RA are just going from strength to strength. They're looking at another team fight. Winner Xiaoshu on the top side here, and they're dodging everything. RNG can't get the damage back, and this will be Drake for RA.
No, even having to use, you know, some of their big team fighting tools defensively, like RA actually starting this one off, but it's Tanguyen who gets forced forward by Zora, left on his lonesome, and just collapsed on.
Vikla's caught. Oh no! The stones is still can't find a way to play in a meta, but I don't know. This is just
deal with later on, but at the same time, you have an Orianna, like Kalista's still going to be able to do damage once we hit that 3-item mark.
Kalista, we should be able to fight at this point in the game. They definitely are against the scaling composition. Let's see if they can make it happen. Wei alone on the bottom side of the play, but Vikla's gone too far forward, just as we praise him. It makes a massive misstep. Wei flashes to safety, and now Zora trying to tackle the front line, but he ain't that tanky just yet, and he's forced to flash. RNG so far so good. Flash forward from Ming. but it's answered by Assume's flash as well. And Breathe diving in as well, but they just can't quite close the gap. Wade does not have his ultimate available, and baits out some CC with a safeguard. Nicely done here. Xiaoshu rejoins the fray once more. This is the longest Dragon scrap ever, and the knockup finally coming through. Xiaoshu down, and RNG finally.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate timing of the compliments coming through Zigla.
Yeah.
RA are leaning so heavily up top, so willing to give away the Drake and just look for a pick.
And maybe a Baron, potentially. The wall comes in. It's not quite enough, but the boulders are there to get the stun. Breathe gets a shield from his Hex Drinker, but he will be stunned. Good flash forward from Nio. That's a pick, and now a TP into the mid lane. This could be dangerous. Shockwave is available. He's pulled in. Vikla hit by the Q, but the rocks are in the way, so Way can't follow it up, and Vikla survives. RA defender mid tier 1, and now with Drake there, Sora is behind enemy lines. This is a massive flank. The Roots gonna come on through. LWX punted straight into the Udyr's arms. He will be taken down. Oh, the bailout comes on through. It's not quite enough. He gets 2 before he goes down though. Huge turnaround, but RA still on top of the fight, flashing forwards to try and get onto Way, and they take the Hex Gates on out of there, escaping with style. Yeah. And I know this just looks like an A-ramp to everyone at home, but I want to clarify that this is important for RNG to be able to get mid-prio, to be able to play for the Baron. Assume is 1 HP and he goes down. But LWX, I think he's traded his life for it. That was not worth it. Ming falls as well. RNG massively overcommitting.
That was such a weird situation. Close with landing W to find the stun. So now they're going to go back. RNG knowing they don't want to give this one over. Tanyu and Shockwave is back up this time. So having that AoE tool available.
Yeah, we're looking at Ming on the thing while there's a team fight going on. Wade is taken down. I don't care if Ming's in a Hex Gate. Let's look at the jungler that's currently dying. Here we go, Baron being taken down as RNG now. Have to go for a 4v5. LWX has to be the carry. Looking at Tanyu and Shockwaves as well. Oh, LWX is on the wrong side of the wall. Vikla flicks him straight into Nio as well. The Shockwave slightly wide, flashed away from his LWX now onto Vikla. I don't know how he survived that, honestly. The flick back even hit him as well. As the Udyr stun comes in, Redemption tops him up. LWX is still full HP. How is he still going in this fight? Breathe goes down. Vikla trying to get damage down onto the enemy AD carry. Xiaoshu on the front line as LWX walks forward. Bailout comes into play. The red keeps him alive. And LWX finally falls. Absolute raid boss AD carry for RNG.
RA are kind of farming RNG over and over again with their respawns. But at the same time, I feel like there might have been a cleaner
to dissuade the soul here for RNG. This feels increasingly difficult for RNG, these fights.
I'm curious to see where he'd be at. Maybe around like the 125 mark by now.
Would be good. That is another one of the spikes. As Xiaoshu is sort of caught. He is playing Udyr, but that health bar is depleting. The Ren comes through. And Xiaoshu, an uncharacteristic late game mistake from him. And in goes Way. Great flash kick onto Assume. He's down. And after all of this, RA, they just completely blunder it.
This team just does not look comfortable playing around the Baron whatsoever, even in the fights they were winning earlier. Again, it felt like they could have just taken the Baron. RNG now with the picks they found, good damage, good scaling on the side of RA. I think a lot's going to come up to this Drake. I wonder if RA even fight it, or if they say, fine, you could have Soul, we'll just like hold out until Elder and make the game-deciding moment there.
Vikla has some damage at this point. He's on 4 items now as Nio threatens more. Weaver's wall. Vikla wants this kill onto Way. Has flash available if he wants to go for it, but will not commit. The railgun doesn't land either. The whole gang is trying to get him. The flash forward to try and finish the jungler. The seismic shove is huge, but the bailout saves him. He dies for it. No, he's still alive. He managed to get out of the backside of the fight. The bailout saves the day. And Ming holds RNG in this game. RA overstep and RNG crush them under the heel of their boot. RNG will take this game, and I think we're going to 3.
Ming was so massive and so many times keeping his carries alive to make sure they could deal their job. Like you said, we're going the distance. RNG bringing us some fight.
I cannot believe that is how this game ends. Not with a whisper, but with a bang. The opposite of the phrase, but it will be RNG finishing things off, and all off the back of Way, somehow miraculously surviving that play. Nexus falls, and we're going to 3.
Yeah, again.
We're probably going to be waiting a few minutes until too much action kicks off. As I say that, Trade's at the top side. Breathe has so much sustain with his little bloblets.
Able to survive this fight, like you said. Ooh. Oh, Tangyuan goes down! The pop from that Q, able to finish him off the Galio, the Talia. But then you also think of the Akali.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of Yagao in there as well as... Oh no, Tangyuan, he's jumped straight into... Oh god, it's a disaster. Vikla solo kills him twice in a row. This is to be a top team. Well, maybe not a top team, but like certainly a playoffs contender. So far, that's not been the case. Here we go. Herald charge down the mid. Oh, Herald engaged in the mid lane. Let's go, Nio. I love it. Kindred ult keeps him alive as Breathe, causing absolute chaos. A pop blossom goes sideways as Ming gets into it. Tangyuan looking for redemption. Hits one with the ultimate, even though the Shuriken goes wide. Now onto Assume as well. And he's got energy to work with. Assume's gonna... No, he misses the Q. Oh, God, Tangyuan. Oh, it's a disaster again.
Yeah, I feel like missing...
And they can do this pretty damn quickly, honestly. This might go down before the fight can come on through. Tangyuan and Breathe looking for the flag. We might just have another 5v5 back-to-back here. As they DPS down the Drake. Way trying to move in. Nayu dodges the stun. A couple more autos. The Drake will be taken. Can they find the fight as well? Breathe on the backside as well. Goes in onto Nayu. In the top side, Xiaoshu in trouble. The Pop Blossom again goes wide as Breathe dives onto Nayu and looks for the kill here. He'll slam him onto the floor and suddenly it's RA there sent packing. This game is ridiculous.
Yeah, the fact that the Pop Blossom couldn't find anything, I feel like was the difference maker. No Lamb's Respite either, so not able to keep people.
In case Vikla ever wanted to do any damage to him, he will be denied. So now, Spill Pure, okay, see you later, Nayo. That's Baron for RNG if they want it. They've got a Callista. Has been a mistake by the opponent rather than... Oh, hang on, here we go. Breathe dives into the middle of everyone and is pulled it again. What?
You just said it. You just said it, Bunch.
What is happening? Oh, God. LWX starts stacking up those rents.
Yeah, Xiaoshu, though, I think has to be aware. Might be looking for a flank of his own, but they have to know Tangyuan's not showing anywhere. They have to be considering the possible flank.
It should just be the Drake take, and there we go. The Rent gets it, is in, goes with the Magnet Storm, denies the engage, though. He self-counter-picked himself. That didn't make any sense as Tangyuan goes into the backline alongside him. And the ultimate comes on through. Ming is about to die as well on the bottom side of the fight. It's absolute chaos as RNG, I think, are being taken apart, but Tangyuan saves the play on the top side. And now they move back in. 3v3. It's an absolute scrap as they dive on in. Vikla has to carry here. Tangyuan still alive. The mid laner versus the mid laner with a Rel and a Zac bashing about as well. Sora, the last man standing, and this time the abilities hit. And Tangyuan gets a bit of redemption when it comes to positioning, like getting caught out, being in the wrong place. I mean, we saw the one where he sort of just walked in from the jungle. Breathe is in big trouble, pulled over the wall, turns into bloblets, and Xiaoshu can easily finish those off, or can he? Yes, he can. Solo kill for Xiaoshu. They're on the wrong side of the map, and Xiaoshu is not going to let him get away with it. He's going to keep them at bay. The ult comes in from Ming Wei, trying to get the soul. He denies it. RNG managed to stop the Drake as the all-out comes on through. LWX has been found, and Xiaoshu gets another solo kill. Flash from flashes. Ming dodges away from Vikla. In goes Breathe after resetting, and now we're on to Xiaoshu. 3v1 here. In the meantime, Tangyuan's been found, but he dashes away to safety. Might even go back in onto Assume. In the meantime, the roots come on through, and Xiaoshu dives back into the action once more. He's got reinforcements, and the Q3 lands as well. Breathe bouncing around the play, but does he have enough damage? Nayu gets his ult into the play as well. They're knocked out of the Lamb's Respite and taken down. Alright, that was gorgeous.
And now we're going to be able to turn to Baron. Funnily enough.
Here to play. So far, so good. They've got the Baron. That's been the biggest hurdle for them, is actually getting the Baron. Now we actually get to see how they use a Baron. So far, so good.
Oh, big engage.
Oh, Shim's caught by Ming's ult. That's a pretty big stun there, but the Pop Blossom might just save the day. Breathe gets onto the back line. Lamb's Respite already used as Nayu. Low on HP and taken down. Tailwind flies into the play and eviscerates them. RA, the siege is broken.
This game is so bad.
I only like the look of it, though. They're not going to start anything. Never be starting the Baron. Just be looking respectfully from a distance. Here we go. Arrow goes in. Nayo dives straight into it. And immediately Breathe can follow up. Good defense from Zora to protect his jungler. Lamb's Respite on cooldown. Vikla gets onto Tanguan. The route is there. Both of them immediately pop as Zhonya's as Breathe is buying space in the backside of the play. Vikla escapes up top. And in the meantime, Xiaoshu is 2v1ing. And he's about to kill LWX again. Xiaoshu is damn unstoppable in this game. He just jumps into the backline, has 1,080,000 carries to kill, and kill them he will. Nayo gets another kill, as finally Wei will fall, and RA get the fight, and it's all down to Xiaoshu.
This has to be it, right? This has to be. We're got time.
I did think it was optimistic to pop a replay up there, but here we go. Baron gonna go down. RA get the objective. Can they find the fight as well? Tanguan trying to escape. The Magnet Storm pulls it back into the play, though. Tanguan is down. That's huge. And now Breathe has to try and escape from this play. He can't stay on the front line for this much longer as the rest of RA group up and push forwards. They might just struggle to find more as the fate. 40 seconds until he's back on the map. It's 4v4 right now because Zora is nowhere near the rest of the team. Nayo flashes forward onto Missing, gets the kill, and he'll get a second as well. Wade just desperately trying to survive as Nayo gets the Lamb's Respite out again, last possible second. But LWX once again has been found by Xiaoshu. Once again, Xiaoshu just runs at his Kalista and beats him to a pulp. RA take down RNG.
Well deserved.
His ult's up. That's pretty much the only time he ever gets prio in this lane as the gold card comes out as well. And Flandre looking for a bit more as here we go. Combo in the mid lane. No flash for Yagao. And he's taken down immediately. Kanavi trying to walk away. Ult came out from Flandre as well there. Been barely surviving on the top side.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for the back. Luckily, his TP is gonna be coming up in a second. Actually sticking around. Knight has Weaver's Wall. Flandre's probably just dead.
He has flash available, but I don't think you even get much chance to use your flash here, to be honest. Bin doesn't even get an assist. That's unfortunate for him, but not the end of the world. You got the kill, and that's what matters.
Really gonna level up the pushing power by quite a big margin.
Now, trying to get this damage down with the shields. Honestly, Missing's been doing a good job to deny anything, but see you later. No! Almost survived there for a second as Elk manages to get away with the net. The barrier's still in play. Can he survive this one? No, too much damage. It's Kanavi to finish it in the end on chase down, but it's not enough. Kanavi falls. Really great map play from BLG to just pick off these objectives. 2,500 gold lead. On, aggressed upon by Kanavi. Here comes Flandre as well as On gets out with his life. Ruler immediately just dived on and one-shot. There's nothing he can do in that one. And Kanavi taken over the wall and taken down. Bin finds another one for himself.
Lux ult that can come if On just slightly hovers down into River. A lot more threat on JDG pushing sides. So now trying to commit 4 members to this.
I guess Knight does have to worry about it after all, as he immediately gets picked up.
I mean, they have some mean brush plays that can come through. Ooh!
Oh, no.
Showing us Ruler's flash.
And you know, usually I'll say that our observers are pretty aggressive, but that is so crucial. Lucian not having flash, it means you can't play anywhere near as aggressive as you want to. Flandre using his ultimate here, so he can push this wave, and then I assume TP to safety. And there we go. Actually moving towards the rest of his team. Bin has teleport available if JDG try and brute force something, but not really sure if they can brute force anything. On, forced to flash, ult comes out, and Kanavi's underneath the tower. In the meantime, Shun goes to buy space for his team, flashes back out to safety, but the culling finishes him off. Finally, JDG on the board a little bit here. 1-for-1 though, as Bin looks for a little bit more. The headshot comes on through as well. Ace in the hole, and Elk finds it. Ruler dodging away as Bin steps forward once again. Yagao tries to get the more, but Elk sidesteps it.
And Oh, Flandre, Destiny behind. I think he has 4 items right now, so Flandre's pretty huge.
Ooh.
Not huge when he's alone, though.
Yeah, forced to ghost and flash there as Shunt immediately flashes over the wall. Looks for the ult himself. Oh, they found it. They found an opportunity. Knight turns gold, and this is 4v3 right now as Kanavi on the front line. But Elk is low on HP, and he's not managed to get much distance there. Kanavi chases him away, and they separate Ruler. That's a kill for BLG on the top side as Flandre now. Chase down Q3, knocks him back into the play, and BLG find themselves enough kills. They find themselves an opportunity on the Baron.
Now we're going to see what JDG can do. Yagao is still up as well. He has TP. If he went to come in, they're low health bars. But it looks like JDG not even interested. Is going to lead to Baron going over for Bilibili.
It's feeling like BLG have everything that they need to finish this game out. Still 30 seconds on the Baron, so this tier 2 will not last long.
No, they're going to be able to keep this going. And I don't even know if JDG really have any options to engage. BLG actually being the ones.
They've got Yagao.
Oh!
They've got Yagao. His flash is available, forced to use it. In the meantime, Q3 manages to land, and they just CC Kanavi up. He barely gets his ult off in time. Bin barely surviving though. Dashes out to safety. 1-for-1, jungler for jungler. It's a close one though for BLG, and here comes Flandre looking for the TP behind them. Where did he go? To the mid lane.
Oh, he's... Flandre just...
I didn't think to time it myself, and even the icon on the minimap doesn't work. So we'll never know. But here we go, BLG threatening the Baron for now. As Bin moves up towards the rest of his team, Nai is waiting with that Weaver's Wall. He's ready to separate JDG, and there it goes, cuts them in half. Zonya's immediately for Nai. He has his flash available. Kanavi chases him. In the meantime, Baron has gone down. Bin surviving the culling as Knight will fall here. Flandre. In fact, Kanavi finishing that kill off. You assume JDG do, yeah. They're going to try. The root comes out as well. That's no way to JDG win this game. No way did JDG find a way back in. Zips away on the other side, and we're in full retreat. Trying to find an opportunity on that top side where we can maybe pick someone alone, but it's opened up this mid lane for JDG.
Oh!
Where did Missing go? Elk just one-shot him, and he one-shot Yagao as well. This damage is insane. They're beating them with Elder Dragon. JDG have just been demolished.
We saw them and then they disappeared off of Summoner's Rift. They have a lot of time to work with.
And again, Flandre not a part of the play. I feel like that's sort of been the story all game long. Flandre's not really been a part of this match when it comes to the teamfight. Spins looking for the Q3. He might just get it as well. He's not needed. Who needs him? The ace in the hole just annihilates them. And that is going to be game. They've got a wave. They've got Baron. BLG, it looked a little dicey when they lost the Elder. But realistically, a controlled game one as they take down JDG.
Yeah, I mean, kind of closer affair in the end than I think what it potentially should have been. But overall, exciting to see from BLG. I love them bringing back, again...
As you can see, the picks have come on through. And we got a very similar draft to what we saw in the previous game. This time around, we've got a Rel in the jungle for Kanavi, and Yagao gets the Talia.
Not going to commit to this in the end. If they would have, I mean, JDG don't have any TPs to work with on any of their other soul laners.
See if they can get the dive going. Root goes wide, and Kanavi is behind Elk, forcing the flash on alone here, and Shun messes up his Q. He's surely going to go down. Flash is available, but where are you going to flash to? Shun's going to fall, and they gift it over to Ruler. First blood for the Lucian. Has a lot more power behind him. Bin pretending to just be proxy farming. Flandre knows something could be going on here, but whether he knows it or not, it is going on. The gold card comes on in, but Flandre's stunned up. Anyway, is Shun going to get a solo kill? He needs another Q. He needs another Q. No! Oh, he gets it! Solo kill for Shun. He sacrifices his own life for it. I don't know if it's worth it, but he gets a kill.
So, I wonder if Bin...
And everything diffuses once more. Knight is in trouble. He needs to get out of dodge here. And he flashes into the Dragon Pit. That's not where you want to be. The rest of BLG moves in to try and protect their mid laner, but they've sacrificed their own lives to do so. Konami low on HP, but there's just no damage here from BLG. They finally finish him off, but On will go down, and Knight has nowhere to go. We return to the flashless mid laner. JDG take it all.
Yeah, JDG coming a return trade there.
Are they just going to go for Flandre? Oh my god, they are. Flandre, you're in all kinds of trouble. Look at the long-range damage coming out. He's 1 HP. The Q has to come up through. Oh, beautiful. Knight puts down the shock blast. Deny so much here. Knight pushing another wave in. Flandre will survive. As On now, the crash down comes on in, dodges away from the knockup, but the Magnet Storm just keeps him in place, and it means Yagao gets him for free. Elk managed to get his E away.
Still looking flashy for now with this ult coming through. Konami have to run away for now and respect the damage. But still, a lot of ults down on the side of BLG after these plays.
Oh, calling on tonight. The shield comes up through. He'll be okay. Keeps himself alive for now. Flandre going for the ultimate. They're looking for a pick on the target, and there's no way out of that one. Ruler with his 4th kill of the game. JDG, this is a much cleaner game number 2. This feels like they are fully in control.
Now has TP, because that's kind of the time that, like I said, you are allowed to answer because he always can go back. A Flandre. Oof.
Okay, binding lands, laser lands, in they go. Absolutely everything at the kitchen sink. Thrown at Flandre. The poor dude just wants to play a game of League of Legends, man. Forced out. Well, that's a couple of ultimates used, and no space gained here from JDG.
No, and like you said, using the information led to Destiny, using the zoning tool. Konami gets caught.
The wave goes through. Ruler on the other side of the wall. The shot flashes out to safety. Laser across the team as well. JDG, do they just have to back away at this point? BLG have started the Drake. Jungle and ADC doing it. In the meantime, looking for the fight. What is that damage out from Knight? Konami barely walks away, limping through the jungle. As BLG, they take the Drake and win the fight simultaneously.
And this is where BLG's composition thrives, right? Being in an area first, able to just whittle you down and prevent you. I mean, a lot more meaningful for BLG to use their TPs when he still has globals.
On's in trouble here, but he wants to win his life somehow. Shun in the meantime chunked out. Bin in the meantime chunked out. The very split in this play. And Konami finds the angle onto the opposite jungler. Laser comes across the team, but it does no damage. And Knight is stunned up as well. All out comes from Bin. So Yaga will be traded, but he jumps into everyone. On barely surviving. 1 for 1 somehow.
Just having...
It's really hard for JDG. Even though Ruler got so far ahead, it still is. This is deathly threat. Has the last whisper as well, getting some armor. But the flick back is there though. Huge pick. If they can finish these kills, Sean goes down. Bill Bin pulls Konami over the wall. Bill and his mate Fred fighting in the back of the pit. But in the end,
These are Destiny's all around, Munch.
oh god, this is dicey. Shun isn't here. There's no spike for the side of BLG. We're just going to have to try and one-shot the Drake. Yagao, the target, is Elk just tries to auto down. Flandre trying to run away as well. Yagao down. Elk looking for a second one as well. Flandre forced to flash, but the binding catches him anyway. The Q is in. The autos are in. But in the meantime, JDG get the Drake instead. BLG trying to set it up. Our good friend Bill on the front line as the root comes down onto Konami. He's tanking for so damn long. This horse is invincible. JDG desperate to walk away with this one. They got the soul and they walk away. They realize the pressure is on. They start the Drake for themselves. The Baron for themselves. Konami has to move in. Has his smite available. This could be a steal angle. This is a difficult one. JDG, they want to push in, but I think they realize this is not a fight they can win. So they settle for a mid-tier 1 instead, and they give over the Baron to BLG.
Still though, mid-tier 1, they have Mountain, so they're going to deny some more.
This is so tense, Lyric. Setting up now for the Elder Drake. As Knight forced to flash, just steps way too far forward. Some uncharacteristic mistakes from BLG. They are feeling the pressure, and JDG are laying that pressure on the Yagao over the wall, trying to get onto Elk here. As Konami on the front line forces Bin away. 10k on the Elder Drake as BLG continue to contest. They dive onto Flandre, he's on the flank, but can he get the damage out? On the spot, everybody being mad to good, but Knight doesn't have the survived the fight.
And Shun's still alive, trying to stay in, range of the dragon to try and go for a steal. But ooh, JDG actually with the back because of the large wave of minions in mid lane.
The spiraling despair nearly one-shot the whole team, but now it was just a fraction of damage away. Elder down to 4K. The wall in the way. Shun can't even get in and gets caught anyway. Forced to flash now. The knockup comes out from the wave. They're not going to chase. The Baron's still in play for another 30 seconds. A tidal wave used, missing. Thought he was caught out there, but somehow surviving a long time. Konami pulled underneath the tower here. Damage out from Knight. Spiraling Despair on the front line here. Has been desperately trying to get away himself. He's pulled back into the fray. 1-for-1, tank for tank. And now the 4v4 continues.
Full build now too, so gonna have the damage to be able to answer hopefully.
They're still dealing with supers in the base right now. Knight has TP, but they're gonna be too late. Elder is already probably going to, I can't even see the health bar, but you just know it's going down. 8K is Shun desperate to get into the play, but he can't dash over the rocks. 4K on Elder. They forced BLG away. 2 Elders back to back for JDG. The culling sets up so much damage. The flash has to come out from on just to survive the play. The same story if Finn goes in as well. He's just not tanky enough. There we go. He's got to try. All out comes on through, but Elder shuts him down. Had to try something rather than just bleeding out to these Baron minions. Here we go, shot down onto Flandre, but the rest of the team have just ended the game. Ruler's on the Nexus, Konami buying space, but Ruler wants more kills. Ruler wants to fight them. Ruler wants revenge for game 1. We're going to 3.
Yeah.
Hello audience, it's me, your conscience, speaking to you. And I'm here to tell. Towards Bin, dodges away from the Sonic Wave. On, looks for a way to get into this lane. Bin needs to try and bait it, but I think they've called the fact that On is missing. Shun's moving over as well. Are they going to go for a dive here? Konami's got to be cautious, and there we go. On spotted at this point, but I don't think they care. 2v3. They're going to go for the dive. In fact, ignore the tower. They just go for the guy on the other side of the tower. Bin tanking, steps away. The bleed is there. It's going to be 2 kills as Shun takes the tower shot. So low. Flandre dies to the bleed. Mention in the draft as well. We didn't get to see the draft on this stream, but there were 7 AD carry bans that came through. That's why we're in a Tristana versus Kai'Sa matchup. That's how we've got into this situation. And Flandre is just annihilated. The stacks on Konami as well. The true damage is there. Bin is tearing them apart. Triple kill for Bin as he puts them in the dumpster.
5-0-0 on the Dari.
Absolutely chilling, feet fully up on the desk at this point. Take another look at the pro view here from Bin.
Yeah, the apprehend comes through right into the W and then the Q. I mean, he's just so big at this point, able to keep following up with all those stacks of bleed. Beautiful flash into the outer rim of the Q as well. The max.
Butt cheeks clenched at this point as they know that Bin will have no mercy. Another hook, another hit. Pop Blossom only onto the support, and now BLG can run rampant in this fight. As 1 kill goes over onto On here as Elk has to run away as well, and Bin can't actually close the gap onto anyone.
No, still though, it doesn't mean JDG can just run forward freely with his presence there. I think they're still even able to just posture and contend for his objective.
Oh! What a shutdown in his way to Ruler's pocket. That is insane. 1 kill goes over tonight. At least there's some kind of answer. Flandre burnt down, but the heal comes in, and Elks jumped in as well. Gets the reset, bounces back over the wall. Knight getting damaged down as well. And it's
mind games player. Like, he is the one that has all the funny clips of him being a minion or him being a Krug or whatever else, like waiting and fighting those engages.
Engage from JDG. They've found Shun here. Will be able to protect himself a little bit as Elk jumps into the play as well. Ruler needs to be careful. He's going for these kills, but he's low on HP himself. Is it going to be a trade? No, they get out on the blast cone. Ruler survives. Knight has to find a miracle here. Wait, Knight found a solo kill on Yaga while all of that was going on, but it means he's got no cooldowns, and Ruler gets a double kill. This is going disastrously for BLG.
Game. Constantly aggressing into the opposing territory, even with no objectives up.
On,
just like this.
And Navi just goes straight onto On. Forces the flash over the wall as well. Yagao is there too. The shield comes out onto On. Can he survive the aftershock? Doing a lot to buy him time and space. Ignite onto Kanavi here. The pop blossom from Yagao is huge. Shun will go down. Knight desperate to try and turn this one around, but Missing can tank forever. Kanavi under the tower and Missing just dives underneath. Finally, he'll go down, but Knight is alone under the tower. Yagao will be
Here
traded.
comes Bill!
Finally arrives. Bill on the scene, and he wants some kills, but he's just being kited. He just ain't fast enough. Ruler flashes over. Oh my god, he actually gets out. Ruler, you are insane.
What is this game?
Half of his health. Here we go. DLG looking for the fight. On has Hex Splash, and he's going to look for the engage. Gets over the wall. It's going to be a 50-50 here as Missing starts a fight. Yago! The GOAT himself finding fire with a pop blossom, and it might just be enough for JDG to take over this fight. Bim's still going strong, but I don't think he can get into the action. And in the meantime, Ruler is cleaning house. BLG have been eradicated. Ruler more like Emperor.
How did this?
For even looking at Ruler.
I know, I mean, Turvinus and Navori, he is dealing so much damage. Missing, taking a bit of damage himself.
I love that we're just scrapping every single time we see each other. Missing goes for the play. Blasco back out, and he brings Bin with him. Bin on the back line, but he just doesn't have the sustain to survive it. He can't get onto Ruler, and Shun's ultimate times out. Another double kill. That's 11 in the bank.
They've really been having a great split. Ruler and Missing have been a bit more quiet, but they're showing up here today.
Oh, Elk, great little ultimate, keeps himself alive. Ruler tries to get onto On here. Flandre stuck underneath the tower. Another shot. Not quite enough to finish the job. On goes for a hook. I'm not sure this is a fight that they can win. The kickback is huge. And Knight gets a kill. Yagao down. Can Elk get some reset? Here we go, though. Baron started. JDG the ones to start it. 4,000 gold lead for them as Missing just looks for the fight. Yagao alongside him here. Knight moving forwards, but the rest of the team are just continuing to do the objective. Missing might be sacrificed for the players. Shun's kicked out of the pit. It's one kill for a Baron, and Bin goes down as well. Ruler dives onto the back side of the plate, but Shun jumps onto it. Flash over the wall. Shun's still surviving, and Elk is going. Maybe Elk can finally get his fight. Hook onto Ruler, but they don't have the damage. And Ruler versus the world. Elk with a triple kill right here. But Ruler is just going to 1v4. No! Taken down! Brings 3 with him, but it just ain't enough.
Elk finding the fight that he needed. JDG, I mean, they get that damage.
Oh my god.
Not surprising.
10,000 damage in a single team fight. We're looking for Flandre. Elk gets some damage down, chases after him as well. Flandre cannot withstand this, and the rest of the gang is here to meet him. Okay.
Damage to the space. Right now, only sending Missing back.
The TP actually comes out, forces a TP from JDG, dodges away from the roof, and stays way too long. Elk, that was so disrespectful.
Yeah, ends up going down. Still, they were able...
A bit of a JDG fest. And I feel like now, the swap of the mid laners, the roster changes, have changed it up again. Bin gets altered by literally everyone on JDG, and it's enough to finish the job. He's taken out of the picture, and suddenly Baron is wide open.
And for JDG, it's very easy for them to even just try to, like, go for the smite itself. You have the Alistar to be able to knock the Xinjiao away. Looks like they're looking for the turn, though. Yagao doesn't have Pop Blossom.
4v5, it's the only answer for BLG, but they're just going to get engaged on after the Baron is taken. Chun trying to get away with his life. That could be the opportunity for JDG.
Yeah, and JDG kind of need to look for aggressive action, right? They're playing Kai'Sa Nico up against Sistana Karma. The wave clear is there.
Missing takes a big chunk. Ruler knocked up as well. They found Kanavi. They've taken him down underneath the tower. Missing pulls a flash. BLG finally with a chance. Yagao gets the ult off, but Elk flashes it, and suddenly he's the one to take over. Yagao down, Missing down, and BLG barrels to the mid lane.
Ruler still sticking.
Comeback was ridiculous, and now BLG charging down the middle of the map. Ruler literally versus the world, and the world is too much. BLG, after a year of being second place. A year of JDG comes to an end, and BLG rise to the top of the pile.
What a great performance.
These were some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.